Hello, Infiniteers. Welcome back to Infinite Throwbacks. This is episode 12, and here we have the Black Suit Spider-Man. Or this is the symbiote version of Spider-Man. And no, it's not Venom. So no, it's not. It's definitely not. Although there is a Venom figure. Actually, hold on. I'll show a brief comparison in a minute, but here is the Black Suit Spider-Man. It's in the exact same pose as the regular Spider-Man, which is fine. That's fine. I don't mind. Hold on, let me get a couple figures. I'll be right back. 1 and 2. Okay, I'm back, and I have two important figures to compare. So here's the regular Spider-Man. This is the one that was released for 2.0. And this is definitely one of the best figures. But you can see the poses of them are literally the exact same, which is fine. That doesn't... Well, I guess maybe Spider-Man's is a little bit different, but I guess it's leaning more over here. I don't know. I'm trying to make it different. But you can see it's the exact same figure, exact same pose, except in the game, the Black Suit Spider-Man is a lot more powerful, I guess you could say. He's a little bit more distinctive. Yeah, I wanted to give that comparison. And another one is obviously with Venom, because, I mean, the Venom symbiote is on Spidey, so it makes sense. So here's Venom. You can see Venom just towers over Spider-Man, but that's appropriate. I believe this Venom is based on the Ultimate Spider-Man series? Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that's what this is from, but I could be wrong. But yeah, they're very similar. Obviously, if Spider-Man became evil, he would turn into Venom, pretty much, like a version of him. But yeah, they're two different characters, or two different figures, so you can get those kind of different experiences. So here he is. He's on this kind of blackened, black top, kind of charred base, I guess. And this is with all the Spider-Man figures. So all the Spider-Man related figures, like Nick Fury, Iron Fist, Nova, the Spider-Man that we looked at, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, Venom too. I think that's it. Yeah, all of those figures have the same base, so they're all like on this kind of volcano like flooring, like kind of charred blacktop, which is kind of cool. Um, yeah, that relates to the Spider-Man playset. And here's the black suit. The black suit costume is very simple. Like, pretty much all of the versions are pretty simple. Like, you can see the Venom logo here. Kind of. I guess more of the symbiote logo. There's not much detail to this figure. It's actually an advantage, because that's how it is in the comics. That's how it always is. It's not very detailed. It just has one logo on the back, one logo on the front, and that's it. There's nothing else. Which is fine, because the regular Spider-Man has a lot of detail, so it's a nice contrast. Fun fact, this figure is actually a 2.0 and a 3.0, because they actually released this figure in the PlayStation, I think it was a PlayStation Vita bundle for Marvel Superheroes Infinity 2.0, so you can get him there. But then they later released him as a 3.0 figure, as a standalone. So when the Marvel Battleground stuff came out, I think when the Ultron Hulkbuster figures came out, then they released the Black Suit as another figure. I scooped it up immediately because I'm a big fan of this suit and of Spider-Man, so it makes sense. Really cool pose. I like the pose. He's almost about to like web someone. Pretty sweet. There's not really much to talk about in terms of the figure. It's literally just the Spider-Man one, but it's a little bit different. So like the coloring, and that's pretty much it. But still pretty neat. In terms of the gameplay, he's a little different. He mostly is the same, but he does have a new special move. My apologies. I think it's the same as Spider-Man's. It might be. I don't remember exactly. My apologies. I haven't played the Black Suit in a long time. But I know that he's really powerful. Like, I remember he has an uppercut, like a really powerful one that sends enemies flying up in the air and then you can juggle them. I believe his web slinging is a little bit different, like the shots from his wrists. And is that it? Oh yeah, he also has a new, I guess it's a new move where he pulls a piece of rock out of the ground and swings it around and then he flings it at someone. That might be a carryover from the other Spider-Man. I'm not exactly sure. But I remember he's really aggressive. Um, in terms of gameplay, he is different enough. He has the same voice actor, Drake Bell, as he did in this Spider-Man. So it's kind of based off the Ultimate Spider-Man TV series, which is my favorite version. So that's cool. Um, there's really much to say. Like I kind of wish I did more research for this, honestly. Um, but yeah, he's cool. He's different enough from Venom. Venom is this big hulking brute and very um evil, but he's different enough from Spider-Man for sure. And the black suit, I guess it's not really necessary to buy the black suit figure unless you really, really want it. Like, that was me. I really wanted a new Spider Man figure. It's mostly the same, so I was a little bit disappointed, but it's still a great addition. I'd say if you're gonna pick one or the other, if you can't get this Spider Man, um, I'd say it's fine to go with the black suit. He's a little bit more powerful. He has a little bit more like complex. He has a little bit more skills, like for his skill tree. So if you just want to upgrade him, he actually has a lot more than you think. Compared to this Spider-Man, which is from 2.0. Like technically, this is a 3.0, so he has more moves than this Spider-Man. Um, but it's technically still the same figure, so it's not much of a change on the outside, but he actually has a lot more skills that you can upgrade um, as a standalone figure. So that's cool. Also, if you don't want to buy this figure, but you still want the black suit, you can get the power disc that turns this regular Spidey into the black Spidey. So if you don't want to buy this figure, then you can just buy the power disc and then it'll make you change into the black suit, which is cool. Um, but just I'm a big I'm a big symbiote fan of Spider-Man, so I had to have the actual figure. I have almost all the Marvel figures for Infinity. I'm missing a few, but this is the one that I really wanted. I even remember buying it at the store because I was really excited. Still a cool addition. I really like playing as him. He's not too different. Like, he's not different in his pose as a figure, but he's different enough in the game that he feels kind of unique. So, yeah. Pretty good. He is very good in the Marvel Battlegrounds playset, um, which is nice. And he makes a great addition to a Marvel Infinity shelf. Um, yeah. I'd say Venom is a little bit better because he's a lot more powerful, but this figure's not bad. Definitely my favorite Spider-Man of the two, although this one is incredibly, like, very nostalgic. Because I watched all of the Ultimate Spider-Man, and it was excellent, in my opinion. But yeah, Black Suit Spider-Man, really cool. Definitely one of my favorite Infinity figures in general. He goes on the top shelf of where my favorites are. He's just really cool. In fact, I might want to do a video showing the gameplay. And like, actually, I might want to revisit him so that I can do better research for the actual video when I show him in the game. So, sorry about that. My apologies if I can't remember his special move. It's been a while since I played this figure. So, that's kind of why. But if you can get any of the two Spider-Mans, I would recommend either of them or both of them. Like, they're just that good. And if you can get Venom, then that's even better. Yeah. I think the only Spider-Man figure I'm missing is the Green Goblin, sadly. I was never able to get him. I remember really wanting him. Sadly, I never got a chance to get him. But, if I can, that'd be great. But, that's the black suit. That's it. That's it. There's nothing really else to say. Um, I hope you enjoyed this, however rambly it was. Again, my apologies on I didn't know what to really say because I haven't played him for a while. But hey, still love him. He's still great. Um, yeah, that's what I think. Thanks for watching this. Next episode, of course, is on the way, and I'll see you then. Take care, and don't go swinging around town too much. Stay on the ground. Don't be a web slinger. Don't get your webs tied up.